welcome back to
Fucking hype this afternoon.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Suddenly Twenties podcast episode, whatever number it is.
Yes,
I don't even
3,
remember
season
anymore
2.
because, yes, we had a little bit of a break. So thank you guys for bearing with us. Shana had her wisdom teeth out.
Yes,
so how was that, Shana?
It was not fun, but it's all over now. So, yes, I never have to go through that again.
Very true.
Yeah, but I think I posted a few photos on our Instagram of my face and what I got up to, but I thought I was going to get up to way more. I didn't think I was going to be as slow as a recovery and as painful as I thought it was going to be. So I slept for like the first 3 days, even though I told you guys that I was going to keep you updated on what I was doing. I literally just slept. So there wasn't much to show you guys besides my swollen face, but back to normal now. So we're all good.
Cute. Back looking good.
Back recording an episode. Finally.
Yay. Yes, and I also just need to formally apologize. We did promise and I didn't deliver. We were going to post our vlog. Shana hates me. Like, I hate myself a little bit because guys, trust me, from an editing perspective, it takes me like a good 10, 12 hours to edit one of my personal YouTube videos, which usually has about like, I don't know, a couple hours of footage, and then I get it down to like a raw cut of 45 minutes-ish. And like mine and Shana's vlog, the Suddenly Twenties vlog on how to start a podcast, after I did the first raw cut, it was at like 2 hours, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
So we thought we could do it in like 2 days, but that was probably a stretch. So it'll come out like ASAP.
Yeah, I'll keep kind of working on it slowly, but like, don't forget, we also work full time. So, oh, sorry if Lulu's barking in the background. I don't know.
No, that's cute.
Yeah, no. So like, I kind of had to do. I have like maybe another 20 hours worth of editing to do, and it's like I've got to do it on like a Thursday, which is when I like dedicate time to doing the podcast editing. So and like whenever I can fit it in. So
no, that's okay. Just stick around, you'll see it soon. And it was like filmed from so long ago, so it's like probably like really annoying to edit. So I feel your pain.
It was more like, so guys, we started recording that vlog when we essentially had our first like meeting, and that was back in May 2021. So I had to like go search for all my footage because I wasn't organized and I didn't actually like put it on the podcast hard drive. So I did spend all of Thursday last week actually trying to find the footage. So anyway, it's coming. I apologize. Thank you for being patient with me.
Thank you.
The listeners and you, Shana.
No, of course. I'm not the one editing, so I literally can't even complain. But anyways, what are we going to be speaking about today, Stephanie?
So today is a funny topic. So our like category this week is it's a mood, right? Yeah.
It's like chill kind of talk about whatever category.
Yeah, like something funny, lighthearted, you know, all the other serious topics are held for other categories. So today we're talking about Icks, which is so funny, so exciting. I love this topic. I always laugh, like it's so good.
I just like can't believe how blown up it's like become in the last few weeks. And so I was like, we have to do an episode on this because this is what everyone is talking about.
I remember, like, I've definitely experienced the ick in the past, but the first time I'd ever heard of it, and I'm not sure if this is where it was, like, where it originates from, but in my mind, it was on, like, the 2018 Love Island season when maybe it was, like, Amelia or what's the girl, Taylor? She said ick, and I was like, holy shit.
I don't know.
Like, I have experienced this.
I feel like
I don't know if that's where it originates from. Probably not.
We all have experienced the ick, but we never knew it was like actually something. But now that it has a name, everyone's like, oh, yeah, like ick.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so hard to describe what it is, but I feel like it's something that turns you off that shouldn't, in a way. Like, it shouldn't turn you off. It's like a normal thing, but it does, in a way.
Yeah, I said to Sam, because he was kind of saying, like, firstly, I think girls get the ick, like, way more. Like, guys can definitely still get it. And I was trying to explain to him what the ick really was, because he was like, is it just when you're turned off? I wouldn't say so.
No.
I reckon it's like, I was trying to explain it, and
I feel like it's when you like cringe.
Explained it really well to him.
It's like you cringe at something, but like you shouldn't really. Like they've done something semi-normal, but you've just gone, ugh, like, but it's not a turn off.
And I think,
you know what I mean? Well, it is a turn off because it's like the ick, but like it's not the turn off. I don't know.
But I think an ick is like almost really when like you're in this sort of like, do you like them, do you not phase, and they do something that just repulses you, like for some strange reason, and then all of a sudden the ick is like near irreversible, guys. That's the difference. It's not a turn off where you're just like, okay, I'm not going to, you know, have sexual intercourse with them today because that's yuck. It's like after that, everything is an ick. Like everything they do, they become the ick. You get the ick. It's like a disease, and there's no coming back. Like your relationship's not lasting. There's nothing happening anymore, and it gets to the point where you probably end up ending the relationship or dating with them because they start breathing and it gives you the ick. You know, like it gets to that point.
Yeah, it's right at that phase where you're deciding, like, am I going to date this person or not? And then something happens and it ruins it for you. But yeah, I feel like girls get it a lot more easy. We're just such bitches and like picky, I feel. Like what?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, it's so funny though. Like I just never really knew what the ick was, and I definitely used to have it. I say it's near irreversible because like I've had it with previous people, or like just like almost on the verge of getting it fully, and I'd kind of start to get this like the ick feeling, and I'd be like, oh my fucking god, like they do one more thing and I'm actually going to like not be able to be in the same room as them for 3 months. And like I've actually come back. I then dated someone for 4 years, like after we started off with me having the ick, like I kid you not, and somehow he made it out of that area. But I just remember like walking our dogs, and I was just like, I looked up at him and I actually felt like my whole body be repulsed.
What did he do?
For no fucking reason.
So is this our first
I think it was his shoes.
It was his shoes.
I think like it was oh my god, like I don't know. Yeah, here's the first ick.
What?
When guys wear like long socks in ugly runners. That was it. Something like that. And I literally was like,
okay, that was Steph's first ick experience.
Yeah.
Oh, that is hilarious.
I mean, it was more that went into a long-term relationship afterwards, so I don't know how we came back from that. But I've had like other icks, like guys not washing their hair is like a full ick for me.
Yeah,
do
that also crosses hygiene barriers as well. But did he keep wearing those runners and long socks?
Yeah.
So did you kind of normalize it because you like were in a relationship with him?
I wasn't even in a relationship with him. We were friends at the time, and we then didn't speak for 3 months. So I kind of like...
Oh, you didn't speak? Okay. So I think a little bit of it then.
Yeah. Yeah, like I definitely got the ick in some way. And then like we didn't talk, so we kind of came back fresh. And at that point, I did like him, so it was different. Anyway.
That is so funny.
It was like a fresh start, but... Yeah, well, you can come back from it anyway.
Yeah, that is very interesting. So we thought we'd put a list together of our icks, and the other day, it's really hard because we're both in relationships. So I've had to try and like put myself back into the single headspace of in the talking phase, like, and so I've been trying to like think what would give me the ick or what would they say or something. So. Well, I guess you just told us one, so I will give you one. I have such a long list, but I think it was so hard to not put in like turn-offs. Like there's a very like barrier, like line. Yeah. The funniest one I think is hilarious, but it's so when you're out, so you're obviously single. So in this episode, guys, before we get our boyfriends on to tell us, like, some of their icks, I'm going to be talking from, like, a single, like, single girl, okay?
Dating.
And I'm dating, and okay, so you're out at like a club or whatever and you're dancing and he's outside the dance circle trying to get back in.
Oh my God, yes.
Like, how fucked is that? Like, so imagine, like, I even put myself in that perspective and feel so awkward. But think about locking eyes with someone who has just got pushed out of, like, the circle of everyone jumping and they're trying to get back in. It's like, you can see it.
It's like secondhand embarrassment or something.
You can see it in their eyes.
But you, like, cringe and you're like, oh.
Yeah. I feel like you can see it in their eyes that they're trying to look like they're having fun dancing, but they're just focusing on trying to get back into the circle.
Yeah.
Anyways, I can't even deal. What's another one of yours?
Okay, let's alternate between them. I like that idea. All right.
Like, some of them are so mean. Like, when you think about it. Like, weird. What are we doing? We love all men, don't worry.
I don't know. That's why it's funny, because, like...
But I think it's, like, mean, but, like, guys still have icks of us. So, I mean, we're going to get the boys on to roast us too, so don't worry. We're not just paying out the boys.
Yeah. We do believe in gender equality, and if we are able to say this about men, we're going to bring them on to get their, like, icks about girls. It's just, like, more of a female feeling, to be honest. I think it's something to do with our hormones. Like, there's got to be a reason, a biological reason. Anyway, my first ick is when they ride a bike in lycra, like, on the roads, like when they ride road bikes. Like, if a guy turned up in
my God,
lycra, I just couldn't.
No.
Like, I'm so sorry if you do that, but, like, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. So if you're talking to a guy and then now we're like, oh, I, like, go for bike rides, and you're like, oh, that's cool, and then, like, 2 weeks in, they showed you their, like, fit, and it was like,
I'd literally be like, no. Especially because I have road rage at, like, bike drivers, so I'd be
bike drivers.
Also, that's just bike drivers, bike riders. I mean, I don't, but, like, I just am embarrassed. Like, that.
I feel like it's all secondhand embarrassment. Like, I feel like that's the feeling. Because...
Yeah, it is. It's like an embarrassed feeling.
Yeah. Because I feel like one of the main things I have on here was when something embarrasses them, which I feel like is the whole reason behind an ick. Like, imagine, like, you know that moment where someone else embarrasses them and then they look really awkward and try and, like, cover it up like they're not embarrassed, but then you get, like, awkward ick and, like, secondhand embarrassment for them.
Yes.
That's the worst.
Yeah, literally. We've broken the ick code.
Yeah, I think we solved
know what it is now, guys. It's secondhand embarrassment. There we go.
All right, what is another one? I've got when they fix their hair in the mirror. Like, I don't know, like, like if you're going out, right, and, like, I feel like that's what girls kind of, like, do. We look in the mirror and, like, fix ourselves. So imagine, like, I feel
fixing my hair right now.
No, but, like, that's, like, a girl thing, I feel. So then when a guy, like, walks past the mirror and kind of, like, spikes up their hair or, like, touches their hair or whatever, I'm like,
yes.
I'm like, no, you have to like look good without trying to look good.
Hello guys, I am so sorry, we are back. We had a little bit of a technical glitch. I have a very old laptop and it literally died for no reason. It's on, let me just tell you, she's on 71%. Except it doesn't even say it's charging. It just says like, it has this warning symbol and it's like service recommended. So anyway, I'm getting a new laptop for my birthday. So
oh my God, thank God you're getting a new one. Gosh.
Okay. Anyway, guys, okay, I was actually wondering before we get back into our icks, Shana, I want to ask if you've ever actually experienced the ick with somebody.
Oh, like, I actually tried really hard to think about it. And I feel like I was saying this I mean, I definitely have been like, oh, like that's an ick. Like it makes sense now what I was feeling. But I feel like I can, after a certain amount of time, I can get past it, I think, like you were saying. But
Yeah.
but then again, like I only have ever dated Shay. So,
Yeah.
you know, and I feel like we're so
Yeah.
picky that as soon as a guy shows that we're keen, we get the ick. I feel like that was a big one.
Yeah.
Like before I started dating Shay, like whenever someone was keen, I was like, ick. Like, don't be keen.
Especially like clingy keen.
Yeah.
Like clingy is like absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
so
I feel bad.
So yeah, definitely have experience, but not one that I can like fully remember what they did. And then nowadays, because obviously I'm in my like single brain right now, but jumping out and going to my relationship brain, if Shay was to do something now that would usually give me the ick, I'd just be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'd just like say, what are you know what I mean? Like, it's not like an ick for me. It's kind of like I can just vocalize it in a way where
you've actually I have something to raise, right? That you've just made me realize, and you probably maybe experienced it. I know you like so. Shana and Shay did break up for a little bit and then got back together, right? I don't know if you experienced this then, but can we just address the like ick with your ex? It's like the suddenly once you break up, all of your icks like come back. Like I swear to God, I have PTSD from like just certain icks that I almost had to like suppress in my relationship. And now I have some very vivid images when I was repulsed in my last relationship. And I think about them and I'm like, oh my God, like I gag.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
I guess.
So bad.
I get what you mean. It's such a weird feeling. But I mean, I don't know. Like I definitely, nothing that I can remember of Shay being an ex, like probably that I was kind of like, ugh, or something. But I mean, obviously they weren't too big for me to not date him again, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But like I was saying, like in a relationship, like if Sam was to do something on your list, right, would you classify that as still an ick or like a turn off or nothing because you're in a relationship? So you just go, Sam, what the fuck are you doing? Or why are you wearing that? Or, you know?
I reckon there'd be some parts, like if he got into riding, like in Lycra, I would be like, you know, and I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some things that Sam would have done where I'm like,
that's what I mean.
Oh my God.
Like
that's
things,
definitely an ick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's different because you're like in a relationship.
Your threshold's just higher. Well, actually, I think it's more that like if you were in the dating phase, like maybe you would end it over that. But like when you're in a relationship, one, you love them, two, you've got history, and three, it's like really hard to end a relationship. Like if I was just like, oh, all of our like 3.5 years are gone because you fucking put on Lycra would be kind of fucked. Like you'd want to work through it. But like if he put on Lycra and started riding in Lycra, like we'd probably have to work through that. Like it's still a nick.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Sense. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
You like
and
work
I have
through
to do
it
a lot of like internal like some reflection and be like, okay, is this like, you know, like am I going to break up with someone over wearing Lycra? Probably not, but am I going to like be put off and turned off? Like highly likely. If we were in the dating phase, you'd probably end it.
Yeah, you'd stop. Yeah, that's completely true actually. All right.
And I mean, it's not like you're ending it over that, just to clarify. It's literally just that you're like, once you get the ick, anything else that they do, even if it's not usually your ick, starts being an ick, and you're like, that's disgusting. Anyway, what's your next one?
When they like try and sing like good, like properly, or sing to you.
Yes. Oh. Yeah.
I mean, unless you're Justin Bieber, like don't sing to me properly. Like I mean like full talent. Like you don't have to be Justin Bieber, but unless you're like X Factor. I mean sometimes even X Factor's like not enough. Like
Yeah. It's just like not acoustic music is not my vibe. So if you try to sing to me, even if Justin Bieber sang to me acoustically, I probably wouldn't
True.
rate it. I would just be like, this is Justin Bieber
Yeah.
singing to me, so I don't give a fuck. But like,
Yeah.
acoustics, you know.
But if you were talking to a guy and he was a singer, so you knew he was a singer, and then he like sat you down and like sung a song that he'd wrote to you, I feel so bad because this is what all singers do. Like, we love them, but it's just this weird, it's just, I feel like it's embarrassing for us to sit there.
I think that it depends on whether you're like a really creative person, because like, you know, I say that like I could make a very gorgeous film for Sam and he would just not appreciate, it might not be an ick, but like he would not appreciate it in the same way I would. And I'm like so not like musically, you know, creative. So like if someone's singing me a song, I'd be like, this is cool. I know that it's cool and I know that it's cute. And if I really like them, I'd be like, that's romantic. But I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't get the feels. I might not get the ick. I don't know.
I think I just get so worried people are going to embarrass themselves. So I would be sitting there the whole time freaking out that he would like not hit that note and then would get embarrassed and then I'd have secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah. Have a testy pop.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's one of fun. But then again, I'm like, everyone who's a good singer, like, it's really good. But I don't know. I don't want to be mean, but it's sometimes I think I'm the one getting embarrassed in that situation. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm so with you on that. Like, I actually think it's like if I did that, or I'd be embarrassed, or secondly, like, I'm embarrassed for them. That's kind of what the ick is.
Yeah.
That's really, I like never thought about it like that. My next one is wearing thongs or flip-flops. I don't know what it is. I just like, it's not, no one else would find that
that
icky,
is
but
so
like
bad.
let me just read the next three because like it all kind of ties in together.
Okay.
To wear thongs or a flip-flop, or to wear a VB shirt, or to have a bogan accent. Like oh my god, I get the ick the second I hear a really bogan accent. Like I'm talking so bogan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How do you move past that if you're in a talking phase?
Can't.
You can't. Oh my god, I was so bogan before I moved to Canberra. Canberra like taught me how to speak English because I was so coastal. But yeah, I get comparing, yes, especially being a surfer, like but yeah, I completely get it. If someone's very bogan, it's like it's like cringe to the ears. Have any more you want to say, or should we jump into it?
I have a few, right? This really random one, but it gives me the weirdest like physical feelings, and it's not positive.
Physical feelings.
It's like that little top part of their butt crack.
What if it's like hanging out?
No, just like when I see it, because like I don't know, when do you ever see that when you're like doing something
sexual? Do you mean like
ever?
the actual crack, or
like but the top part of it, like yes, the part that would come out if you like were wearing pants and bent over wrong, but like when you see it with the whole butt, there's just something weird. I feel like uncomfortable. So, it's like an unseen part of a male.
So the actual like whole ass and majority of the crack is fine. It's just the top section.
It's just a little tip part that comes together.
Like where the cheeks join.
Yes. What? I don't know what it is. It's like,
Sam, put it away.
I reckon if I saw that way too early, I'd be like, oh my fucking god. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's just so weird.
Sometimes I get that with like the inner thigh. I don't know why. I'm like, that's something I shouldn't see.
Like just a very unseen, an unseen part, but like, I don't know. And I reckon, I actually, to be honest, so many of mine, I don't know whether they were icks beforehand or if they are just from my last relationship, but they like when they fidget and they can't hold a conversation. If I saw that in a relationship, like if I started dating, I would literally be like, it's more of a like red flag, but such a personal one. Like just like an icky red flag. And another is like when they have to use like a massage roller and roll out their thighs. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is, but like,
It's because
can't.
you shouldn't be seeing the thigh. I'm telling you.
Yes. And like just rolling on the ground, I'm like, this whole thing is just do it in private, please. Like, I don't know. Yes, literally, because I swear to God, if he did that, and if he did it mid-conversation because he has to fidget, I would be fucking triggered.
I get what you mean. It's kind of weird.
My last relationship, I couldn't have a conversation without like him rolling out his thigh like mid-convo. Like every time I tried to have something serious, he'd grab it out and I'd be like, are you fucking serious? Like, I don't know. It just drove me fucking crazy. So I don't know if that's just like,
that is so fun. So I asked some of my friends to send me theirs. So
yes.
This what my sister said. White jeans on boys, which I find so funny because I feel like a lot of guys in Canberra do that.
Yeah, I actually like Sam in white jeans.
And I think it's more of, but you would be so used to it because it's like a kind of like a thing. But to her, she's like, what is that?
But I actually find it sexy. Like, I literally reckon it's like, I'd rather them wear, if I was to like counter that like indigo jeans, like you never see a male wearing like dark blue jeans.
Is that your ick? Or do you mean?
Yeah, like I reckon I'd just be like, how did you even find them? Like at what store did you find dark blue jeans?
Yeah,
like the natural jean color.
Dark jean.
But I like, I don't wear them. But like, I don't know. I find white sexy. Sorry. So if you guys wear white jeans, come to me, not Kira.
Yeah. And then another one, when they're at the traffic light and stop too far back.
Oh my fucking God, that's a good one.
How funny is that? I didn't think of that one until she said it, and that was hilarious. That made me lol.
Or just over the line too.
True.
It's just awkward.
True. It's like, why did you have to go that little bit too far?
Yeah.
When they wear a t-shirt and no pants.
Yes. Oh, especially like
it's the
no undies too. Just a little penis hanging out. If you're too early on, like that can't fucking happen.
Oh no, you can't see that in like before a year.
Yeah. I reckon, like, not even after you're exclusive, like, you've got to wait. That's something, like, boys,
yeah, that's a really weird
take your time with that one. I don't even know if I've ever seen Sam do that.
Yeah, I don't think. Because they usually take their shirt off first.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
Another one is when they sing the wrong lyrics. That's so true. That's an ick for everyone. That's like, no, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna read out some that you guys sent us in. When men Snapchat you and include their feet in the snap.
Yes, I saw that. That's fucking hilarious.
How would they even get that in? Like, is it like a selfie with their feet or like the other way?
Or are we talking about dick pics and their feet are in there? Because that would be fucking weird too.
You're like, no, sorry, all I saw in that photo was feet, and that was enough.
That's fucked.
When they message you, he. Yeah. I feel like I do that a lot. I'm sorry if I make people cringe, but I do it when I'm like being like like
cheeky.
like when I'm being like the devil. I don't know if that makes sense or if that's cringe, but when I'm like, I ate that in the fridge, mwahaha, but I don't say that. I say, hey, you know. But I guess if a guy says it in a talking phase trying to be like sexy, it's like,
oh my god, imagine if they're like trying to be cute and they're like, oh, like you're so beautiful.
That is hilarious. Men sitting in the bath. I don't think Shay hates baths, so I've never seen
Yeah,
that.
so does Sam. I've actually just been always curious if things float, you know? Like, I don't think it's an ick for me.
It's just like a weird...
If they had baths on their own, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Or...
Yeah, like if they chose to do it without me forcing them to do it because self-care night, that would be weird.
I think it's just like a weird sight to see them like laying there naked in the bath and like, what are they doing? And everything's just chilling.
As long as I don't see the top of their butt crack, I'm fine.
That is so funny. I see this one a lot, and it's standing naked waiting for the shower to heat up. That is like that is a very common one.
Oh,
it's so funny because it's almost like we're not meant to see them naked. Actually, you would hate that one because you'd see the top of their butt crack.
Yeah, that's like the only time I do see the top of Sam's butt crack, and now I'm gonna get the ick from it, and I'm like,
now there's
double
two
worried.
icks in one.
Yeah,
that is so funny. When they're spun around in the barber chair to view their haircut in the mirror. That is so random. Like, one who goes to, like, their haircut.
Yeah.
When they get spun around. That is hilarious.
Hello, guys. We have Sam and Shay back on the podcast.
Yeah, you're on to talk about some icks because we roasted you guys, so we thought it would be
what the hell
a bit mean if not you guys personally, but just guys in general. Yeah. So we thought we'd bring you on here to give us some icks back, you know?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
What the hell? All right. I don't know if Sam, if you have any. That
I have a few.
Shay
the first
has one.
Would be. He has one.
I'm kind of
has three. I saw his list.
I'm worried that I do them. That's my thing. Like,
I'm worried too. I reckon these will all be targeted at me.
No, I don't think any of them are. Maybe one. The first one is being called like dude or man by a girl.
Oh yeah.
I hate that.
We were talking about that.
Sorry for swearing.
I think I said to Shay, because we were talking about that, and I feel like I do that if I'm being sarcastic. So I'm surely don't fall into the ick if I'm being like sarcastic.
It's okay, like as a one-off or being sarcastic. It's when they actually call you dude or man.
Like
being
try and fit in with the bros.
Yeah. I'm like, please don't do that. Like, I hate it.
I definitely would have done that when we first started dating, I reckon.
Yeah.
Really? No, I've never noticed you do it.
Sam gets the ick if girls call him Dubs.
Yeah,
I think I probably would, yeah.
Yeah, for context to anyone listening, to everyone listening, because you're only listening, but Sam has like multiple nicknames. His actual name's obviously Sam, duh. But then he's called Woody for a long time and also Dubs by a lot of the boys. And when we first started dating, he was like, I don't like when girls call me like Woody or Dubs. And I had to train myself to call him Sam. But we got there.
You got there.
Nice.
All right, Shay, what's yours?
I've just literally thought for a week of icks that I have, and I can't think of a single one.
Yes, you can. You can name one.
Other than when girls wear flats.
As in like sandals.
Oh.
I hate it.
Like any shoe that doesn't have a heel in it, or like...
Nah.
Like a ballet flat. Like a slipper. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shay like hates that.
Yeah.
So that's his main ick.
That's my really ick.
And I don't do that, so I'm
sending you a photo of the shoes that I wear, and you have to let me know if I'm an ick.
I've got another one. When girls use the C word way too much, like it's okay as a one-off.
Yeah.
But like if you're saying it multiple times a sentence.
Like, no. Yeah.
Even though I know guys do it as well, that's a bit of a double standard.
Yeah.
But
unless
all of ours are double standards.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless the girl
well, there you go.
has...
When girls say that.
Unless a girl has like a very serious meaning for saying that word, then yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Swearing.
Then my other one is not just specific at girls; it's at everyone. Is eating with your mouth open. I hate that. But I suppose that's everyone. Like everyone.
Yeah,
They're
they're
saying
cool.
is applicable to me.
Steph.
You
Your
like them?
shoes are not in ick, don't
Yeah, no,
worry.
they're fine.
Oh, thanks, because I wear them quite literally every day to work.
That's so funny.
So I can't be fucked wearing heels. Oh, thanks. I feel like really validated. I appreciate it.
Thank gosh, he's not going to get the ick with you. Or he's sending you what
Just
he means.
FYI to listeners, it's the Olivia flats from Bellini. And just everybody owns them.
And Shay,
The
just
fake
talking
Gucci's.
about your classic like Target ballet black flats with a
Actually,
little
they're
bow,
fucked.
with a little ribbon on the front.
Oh.
Yes, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last one I have, it's not really an ick either now that I'm looking at it, but you know when a girl has a really, really screechy voice, like it kind of hurts your ears a bit?
Oh.
Like mine.
I don't like that. That gives... No.
I feel like
no,
it's
like,
yeah, like
I
mine.
won't give any examples, but
Me.
I don't know, just there's a couple of people that I know
I
that
know
have
who
like a
you're talking
screechy
about.
voice and it just hurts my ears.
Actually,
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like my voice is so low, and then sometimes I feel like my voice is so high.
True. That's common.
What was the one that's applicable to me?
You don't have any.
Okay, guys, so we decided that actually timing worked out and the inspired unemployed boys did some icks about girls on their recent podcast episode, and we thought what better way to do our episode than for us and the boys also here to react to them, their icks are. So I'm keen to
Yeah.
hear this.
All right, let's get it.
Oh, so
up.
we're staying here for this as well.
Go start one.
Well, you're gonna either agree and we'll
Okay.
be like, oh my god, that's us.
All right, yeah.
Right,
I'm up to the first one.
Sure, everyone has seen the movie Taken. Anyone who's watched this movie with me will know that, you know, the daughter getting taken, she's running for her life. Have you seen her run? What? Just run normal.
I think it's just if you run shit.
Yeah, you just got a shit run.
Oh,
Nah. Yeah, I know what they're talking
That's
about.
funny though. I wouldn't say that's an ick. Unless it's
Nah,
like...
I
It's
think
always
it
in-
is.
It's always in movies where like people just run funny. I don't know why.
Yeah.
but they like always fall over.
Yeah.
Imagine.
But it's also, I feel like it is an ick because if I saw someone that was like a really fast runner and then they had like a shit run, but you knew they were like trying, like that would be a bit of an ick.
Mm. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, all right, let's do
Or
it.
the hand movements while running.
Yeah.
That's an
Yeah. And some do
like
the
depending
scoop.
on what they do, whether they're like
Some
Yeah.
do like the
yes,
scoop.
that
Yeah.
Callum stepped in dog poo. An ick for me would be if a girl stepped in dog poo.
So if a girl stepped in dog
I didn't
poo,
catch that.
How's that an ick?
oh
I feel like it's the part
No,
where you
that's
have
on
to
me.
wipe it off your shoe and it's just like an awkward moment.
That's just
We-
heavy though.
Shay, I don't know.
Yeah. That's not Nick
Shauna
for me.
and I figured out that what an ick is like almost secondhand embarrassment to the point where you cringe so hard you can't see them the same way.
Yep.
Like if they do something that's so embarrassing that you're like cringing.
Oh, okay, yeah. If it's in that, it's when a chick gets like fucked up in PE or something. You know what I mean? You know where like they cop it and they're like actually on the ground like fuck.
Oh,
That I get the ick and you can't see
I
it
love
the
how
same
you
way.
just thought of that.
Like that, it's heavy. Don't get me wrong, but it's just so funny when they actually.
yeah,
get shit,
yeah.
you know
Like
what I mean?
imagine and trying to fall in love with them afterwards.
Like when they get hit in
Okay, that makes
dodgeball
more sense.
and then they have to like awkwardly
Yeah.
walk off.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
oh,
an ick.
that's fucking
Yeah.
great.
Nah, that's way
Yeah,
too
That's
funny.
so true. I'm so glad we thought of that one. That is hilarious.
And then like watching them clean it's like it's like heavy. It's not their fault at all. It's still filthy. And you
You
can't
have to be in the kitchen and clean, but
so true. Yeah, it's so heavy, but it's like if you're walking out with a shopping bag and the bottom falls out. It's a bit of an ick.
Oh,
It's not your
that's
fault.
an ick.
You're like a little bit vulnerable. One would be it's kind of from a date experience, but swimming with a swimming cap on.
Swimming with a swimming cap on. Like a
Oh.
full, not a shower cap, like a swimming
That-
cap.
I think it depends. If you're like a really good swimmer, then yeah. But if you're like just
Imagine-
going down to the pool,
do you know what I
then
look like with a swimming cap on? Like you would not date me if you saw that at the beginning of our relationship.
No, I don't. I wouldn't like. No, that's not Nick. It
So
wouldn't like turn me off.
If you were like on,
It'd just be fun.
if you were meeting a chick, like you were talking to a chick, right, and she was like, "Oh, I want to go for a swim at the beach," and you went down, she put a
At the beach, yeah.
You'd be
Yeah,
like,
at the beach.
"What?" And she was like, I just don't want to
Yeah.
get my hair wet. And she put,
Oh,
Yeah, that'd
like,
be.
that's
I'd-
pretty
yeah.
bad.
Nah, that's fucked.
yeah, that is fucked.
Like, wouldn't you just like not go under?
Yeah.
Not put a
Oh my
swimming
God.
cap on? Yeah,
Same
Or
with a
just not go to the
shower
beach.
cap. I reckon a shower cap
I-
would be embarrassing.
I use a shower cap when I don't want my hair to get wet.
Do you actually? Surely you just move it down to your chest height. Like,
only
isn't that what people
only
do?
if it's straight. But other times
Oh,
I'll
right.
just tie it back in the front, can get like a little bit wet. But if it's straight and I want to keep it straight, then I'll wear
Yeah,
like a shower cap.
I feel that. And like my hair's just easy to straighten, where yours isn't. So I would fucking do that actually.
And I grew up with
Cool.
shower caps. Like, I swear mum put a shower cap on me like every time I didn't wash my hair.
Really?
Yeah,
I did not.
so
Ever.
funny. But I actually had shower cap on my ick.
I feel like it would be weird because Sam never washes his hair, but he like always wets
That's what
it.
Shay
Like,
does.
yeah, which is also fucking weird, by the way.
I used
Just
to
to
shampoo
clarify.
my hair like every second day. I just can't be bothered now. You know.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
I also don't like my hair when it's shampooed because it goes really straight.
Is cats. If she's into cats.
That's a good one.
Just for me, it's, I'm just not here for it, eh?
Cats as an ick. I
I
feel
can
like
see that.
Overly into them, yeah.
I hate cats, but it wouldn't be an ick. It'd be just like a red flag.
They just fall under the stereotype.
I was about to say that. Yeah, they fall under the stereotype of like the extreme
lady.
feminist, like cat loving.
Yeah.
You know what? Vegan, like you know what I mean, like that type of person.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe
So,
that
like,
would
it's
be
like the
fine, when
extremist.
someone's really passionate about something,
Like what? Like
just
Oh.
anything.
what? So like a business.
If they're like super invested and like talk about it heaps, that's annoying. That's an ick for me.
Don't be
Wow.
passionate around Shay. No,
Yeah.
but you mean like over the top.
I don't know what.
Yeah,
she's
like
like.
over the top.
Yeah,
obviously.
like annoying.
Like
Yeah,
there's
over
a
the top.
line.
I
As
agree
soon
with
as it
that,
hits
yeah.
that line, you're like,
Well, lucky we don't have cats,
Yeah,
so
I'm with you.
we don't have that. We avoid that ick stuff.
I got shuffling. Like if they shuffle.
Oh.
Who does that?
are they talking about like Melbourne Shuffle?
No
Or
one
like
does that.
Or the muzzing thing.
No one does that. That's a
Surely
cheat.
no chick would do
Yes.
that.
No, not
that's-
shuffling. That's
No,
like 2012.
shuffling or like the muzzing thing.
What's
where you like do
muzzing?
your arms back and
I've never
you know
seen a
that
chick
thing, and
muzz.
it's like
The Halsey does.
I've never seen a chick do that.
Yeah, me either.
I
I've never seen a
definitely
chick.
have at parties.
I've never
and at
seen
festivals.
anyone muzz outside of Halsey. outside
Yeah,
of
me
Canberra.
either.
Like what? Surely,
Yeah,
maybe
I've
that's a
never seen a
Sydney
chick
thing
do
for
that.
them.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Thank God we don't shuffle. I wouldn't do that anyway.
So fair. Yeah, that's full on. Like full, you see them on TikTok, they're full shuffle. Yeah, like the DEFCON shuffle.
No,
Yeah,
definitely
The
not.
DEFCON shuffle.
It's not on. But she kept fucking kicking my ankles. Trying to trip me over.
Oh, actually, you know what is a ick on that note is when, and Steph does it a little bit. Did it the other day. Is when you're walking in a straight line and they start walking you off the path.
Oh, that's what Shana.
You know when
Jay
they like
does
just
that.
get closer and closer.
That is Jay.
I probably do it as
It's even
well.
worse. Shana does
And I
it
don't
and
think it's
then
an ick.
blames
It's
it on me.
Wow. So
It's not really an ick, actually. To be honest, it's just annoying.
Maybe,
Oh,
God, maybe an ick is like, you know, when you're walking in like a busy mall and it's like really hard because no one walks out of the way, and then you get awkward and you do like the double like movement trying to get out of the way and it doesn't work. Shay, it mustn't be an ick for me because Shay cannot walk in public. Like cannot walk.
Everyone's too slow.
He's so awkward. Like he's generally like awkward to walk in the mall, like because he can't get out of the way.
yeah,
So-
I'm like that, Shay. I'm like that. I have to like walk around people. Like I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you dawdling?
I
I'm
need-
such a fast walker.
I need to like film him because I like walk through normally and he's there like 5 meters back, like struggling to walk around like this trolley. And I'm like, why didn't you just follow me?
Oh, that's so
really, really gets me is when you're out and you've got a hat on and the girl grabs your hat and takes it off and like they run off with your hat.
Oh, nah, I'm with that. Yeah. I agree with that.
That's
It
how
actually
it's
annoys
like
me a
out
lot.
with-
Oh
I
my
remember that,
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Yeah.
In a festival. Not
would
in a
never do it to a
festival and run
random.
away with them, try and be hot. No. Yeah, I don't have the confidence.
I feel
I
like
feel like stealing some people's things, like their hat and their sunnies, is like such like a high school way of flirting with someone. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but like after that, it's like just talk to them normally rather than steal
Yeah.
my hat because it's annoying. Kind of, you know what I mean?
So that's an ick.
It's just fucking annoying.
Yeah, yeah, it's annoying.
all right, guys. Well, thanks so much for coming on. See you
That's
later.
okay. Bye.
If we want to hear one last ick of mine,
Yeah, hit me.
it's Sam leaving his fucking keys on my desk. Like, how do you not? Why are they off the plate?
Oh, that is so funny.
There's just like peas and fucking schnitzel sitting there. Anyway, yeah, guys, that was so funny.
I think-
good little short episode, maybe.
Yeah, I think we passed with the icks. I don't think we did many of them. I tried to think if they were an ick for me, like as a boy as well.
Yeah.
I think some of them would be because I feel like they're just double standard things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
funny. Such a funny
Yeah.
episode. Anyways, that's all from us for today.
Yes, and I think next week is a health episode, so we will see you guys for that next week.
Yes, stay tuned. So we'll let you know on our Instagram
Yay.
next week what that will be on. But thank you guys so much for listening. Don't forget to follow all our socials. And yeah, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye. Bye.